Aloha, make sure we're in tune. Cool. So the practice for today is going to be basically a C major. We're going to put our first finger down on the D sharp to get those halves. We're going to do quarter, 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 quarter. Start with that first note going. Get us practicing this so it keeps our first finger on that fretboard for that D sharp. D sharp. It helps really when you do both chords. This C, and then switch to your C that you know, and throw your third finger up. The fingers will do what they do when you go slow and then you speed it up. The magic of this is when you throw it into normal songs, it actually adds just a really cute little flair. So like in Whiskey in the Jar, the A minor, sorry. C, A minor, so in that I actually used my F here and then I did a half step with the finger I wanted to keep on that C, threw my book in and threw down my second finger. It actually feels a lot more comfortable to play that with this. So the chord we're learning today is basically playing a D major with your second fingering, scoot it up to a D sharp, and then play both of these notes, the D sharp and then the A sharp, with one finger. You can either play it flat or pointy. If you finger cover it, that'd be great. I would stay away from using your third finger set because you want to use that third finger to do other notes and extensions. So practice that this week. That's just going to be a finger movement. You can do it with G major and the second fingering to get that half step for the B flat D. Slow go. B flat B, G, B flat B, G, C flat C, C flat C, G. So if I had frettings, I'd have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 4, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5. So those are just walk-ups. Cool. So practice those this week, along with using your two finger variations and scooting up for a G sharp. So G major, G major, G major, G sharp major, C major, C major, C major, D flat major. You could also do your minors. G major, G major, G major, G minor, G minor. Make sure you do your spider looking fingers where your 1 playing and your 2 and your 4 are playing. Yeah. Now when you scoot that up, G sharp minor or C minor, C sharp minor. When you move these up the whole fretboard, you see how they just move up the whole fretboard, and then you can try those with anything. So every song you know, if you play it in one key, try moving it up. So if you're really tackling, let's say, Cripple Creek or, you know, even Whiskey in the Jar, C, A minor, F, C, G. Try going to D, D minor, G. And you can test that G with the G you know, because this was F, F sharp, G. Same chord, different tone. G, D, A, D, B minor, G, D, A, D. Then go back. C, A minor, woo, F major, C, G, C. When you play something you know and you move it up and you use the same structures, very seldom will you find yourself using a chord which is different in every progression unless you play just open chords. What we're trying to teach and trying to get away from is playing just a D like this or playing just a C like this, because just a C like this is actually a version of the G. G, G sharp, A, C. Cool. So going over these, make sure you go slow. Use a metronome if you can. If you have any questions, throw it in the comment section. Other than that, I'm going to make one other video of me just playing Whiskey in the Jar on guitar, so you have something to play along with, which isn't one of these crazy YouTube videos out there. I'll send that along today. Aloha. It's good seeing you. I'll see you next week.